The Town of Cedar Lake Unsafe Building Department meeting for October 19th, 2022 is called to order. Is that on now? Okay, thank you. Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ashley.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Ms. Sheehan? Here. Mr. Sharp?
Here.
Mr. Gatto?
Here.
Mr. Slaughter?
Present.
Mr. Deutmeyer?
Here.
Mr. Austin?
Present.
Ms. Abernathy, present.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from September 21st, 2022?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Motion by Denny, second by Colleen.
Second.
Thank you.
Ms.
Roll call?
Ms.
Yes.
Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Under new business, 7120 West 132nd Place, the old Cubo property. This was deferred on July 20th, 2022 and August 17th. Anybody here for that property? Tony, what's the update?
We had a permit applied for in that. We had a meeting at the house. He knows what he's got to do to repair it, and he's got a demo permit for it to do the interior and exterior demo to see just what extent of repairs are required.
Okay.
So he's on his way to doing what he has to do.
He's moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Tony.
Yep.
Number 2, 8120.
I guess before you move on, do you
Yes,
want to
I'm
move that?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you want to move that to an update item then?
Why don't we move
Yeah.
that? I think we can move that to an update. Yeah, let's move that. Do we need a motion, Ryan?
Yeah, just for
I'll make a
clarity.
motion to move it to the update.
Okay, motion by Colleen,
Second.
second by Denny. Roll call?
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Okay. Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Move to update. Good. Second item, 8120 Lakeshore Shane's Bar and Grill. Anyone here for that piece?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm Joe.
Oh, you come up to the podium and
Just your name and
state your
address.
name and address, please.
Yes, my name is Joe. I'm here for 8120 Lakeshore Drive.
Okay.
We put a contract on this property Saturday, and
Dave called me about this today, Harkabus.
Okay, okay.
and now we're hearing something about the unsafe and whatever needs to be done. We're here today to find out what we need to do. We're trying to do a quick closing on it within 2 weeks.
I see.
We're gonna pay cash for the building, but now if we hear the buildings can get tore down, we're not sure what to do. But we're here to see what's the proper procedure to move this thing forward, or are we,
Well, I mean, in my mind, we just want something to happen with it. So
Yes.
if your intentions are to purchase it, and I'll see if everybody's in agreement with me, purchase it, go through the channels, which I think it has to go through BZA and Planning Commission,
The way it is now. it does.
the way it
Yeah.
is right now, and to rebuild up to code and all of those things, and you can get it approved. I don't have a problem with that. Rick, Denny?
Yeah, how much, who'd you talk to, Chris?
I talked to Dave Harkabus, the realtor.
Realtor?
Today.
Yeah, okay.
Ashley and I were both on that call.
Okay, and is he aware of the
He is aware.
limitations?
Yes,
Okay.
he's aware of all of that.
Okay, so you've been informed that you'd have to go through BZA and
Yes.
Planning Commission and all that to, okay.
yes.
So as long as this is, you're wanting to do something with it?
Yes, we want to get done immediately. We know it's an eyesore. We
Yeah.
bypass it.
So, I mean, myself, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'd just like to see it cleaned up on the outside, like last meeting, we talked about that.
Well,
Getting the outside
unfortunately, he's
cleaned
not
up.
the owner,
Yeah.
so he
I
doesn't
Yeah,
have...
He's gonna be doing
I
it
know, but-
quickly. so
Yeah.
maybe-
Yeah,
He's
I don't
not
want to
happy,
put the wrong
then we
foot
can
in.
have it
Yeah,
cleaned up.
I understand, we're the same way. Our other-
Before winter gets here, and I mean, just in case you don't get it down by then, or all the snow on the outside and cover up all that garbage laying around there.
Yeah, well, we just went past it today, there's
Okay.
mattresses back there, somebody's dumping back there.
Somebody's
So we want to
dumping.
get it cleaned up.
Obviously.
Yeah, I know it's an eyesore, you come around the corner, you can't miss it, so,
Yeah, no.
like I said, we have a bar, all our stuff stays clean.
Okay, so you're
And this
familiar
is-
with, okay.
Yes,
okay.
so we're ready to move forward.
Okay.
So,
Well,
should
yeah.
we just update next month
Real
and
quick,
see?
just to make the record clean,
Yes,
I need your last name and your address. That way the record
I'm
can
sorry.
be made clean.
Yeah.
okay, Joseph Lopez, 14859 Cary Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Colleen, what were you?
Are we okay to just update, move this to next month, to see if he's closed and where it's at?
Yeah, 'cause we want to make sure we pay, we're gonna pay cash, we're not going for no loan. we're ready to move forward. We know, I went through the building, I have a construction company, I understand what it needs.
Okay, is that okay with you, Ryan?
Yeah, I wouldn't, I mean, just to be clear, Colleen, I think your suggestion is to bring them back in a month, not necessarily take this off the action items and move it to the update side. Is that correct?
Not move, well, I
Just
guess, to see if they've actually closed on the property.
I think that's totally sufficient. There is no demo order that's been put in place yet, that, you know, they'd be taken subject to. Obviously, these proceedings are
Yeah.
continuing on. You know, and the law requires the new owner to be apprised of it, which he clearly has been. So as long as he understands and those are the limitations you guys are placing on it, at least to clean up the outside, come back next month, you know, presuming he has title to it.
See where it's at.
I think that's totally sufficient.
Yeah, we need 2 weeks, so next month would be perfect.
Okay, you wanna you can make a motion, Colleen.
I'll make a motion
It'd be a motion to defer.
to defer till next
next
month.
month.
And what date is the meeting next month?
November 16th.
November 16th,
Okay.
here at 6 o'clock.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
You want a second?
Second.
Okay, Danny seconded, Colleen made the motion.
All right, thank you guys. You have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Ms. Sheehan?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. 14407 Fairbanks Prairie Oak Holdings, Inc. Yes, you wanna come on up?
Yes, sir.
State your name and address for the record, please.
Like my home address?
Yes.
Steve Vignari, 556 Napoleon in Valpo.
Okay. Okay, yes, sir.
So we bought the property, hired a contractor, he didn't pull any permits, and he completely jacked up the house.
How long ago did you buy it again?
I believe we closed on it in April.
April, okay.
And we've just been going with his insurance. He said he hired subs to do it, they were uninsured, and so it's just been I was gonna say a contractor word, but then I realized I'm in a meeting, so it's in irreparable condition, it needs to come down.
Okay.
So we've just been working with insurance. We got an initial denial, so if I could have just a little bit of time to bring a structural engineer from us in, and then we'll take it down.
You're gonna take it down?
Yeah, we're planning on taking it down and rebuilding on the site. but
Okay, you're gonna
there
tear
are
this
plans
down
to
and
try to
totally
salvage
tear
the
down
property.
and
It looks
rebuild?
like it needs it at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
They
That's
tried to lift it, and they lifted it
Looks like
before
it.
they corrected the
Yeah,
structure.
we just got some
so
pictures here, and yeah.
It's as bad as it looks.
Okay, all right, does that make sense, Tony? Is that
Yeah.
okay.
How much
Okay.
time do you think you need?
We usually use Bill Smith out of St. John, and he's usually out within a week and report in 2 weeks. And so if we can have this 30 days, 2 months.
Next month?
Okay.
Next
We
month?
can defer
It'll
this
be
month,
down
you can
by that
update
time.
and
You can
tell us,
update
yeah.
us, yeah, on November
Okay.
16th, you said, right, Ashley?
And in the meantime, you could apply for a permit to,
Definitely, pull a general permit before you
Okay.
take it down.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we've got a general contracting company ourselves. We had too much going on, so we brought in a guy. and
Okay, no, that's good, it's good to have too much
Didn't
going on
exactly,
sometimes, you know?
Do it to code or anything, so.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah, so just be sure to get that permit before you
Okay, sounds
can
good.
get here at the office.
So I'll make a motion to defer
I guess
this one.
before
to
you
next-
do that, just to remind you, there was a demo order that was previously issued, and that order was affirmed last month. So it is on, my understanding is, it's on the list to be taken down as of right now. So
Okay.
if you're going to give him time, you guys need to stay that order to give him his 30 days to get it,
Okay.
you know, his
Yeah,
permits
that's,
pulled
we
to
want to
take it
do
down.
that.
Yeah, we'll do
Thank
that.
you, Ryan.
Okay, so we need to make a motion to stay the order?
Yes, and then to defer it to next month.
Okay, I'll make the motion to stay the order and defer this to next month.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Just an additional question, if you wanted to have a demo permit pulled, do you want a time limit on that permit?
Well, I would like it pulled by next month.
And any
And
permit
how
on
many
the time?
days? Yeah, 60 days?
60, 90 days for the demo permit.
How long
Once
do
you
think
pull a
it'll take you
permit,
to
you're
get it
probably
done?
gonna take it down.
We've had a guy on standby to tear it down
Okay.
for
So we'll give,
months.
so
So-
30-day permit to tear it down is fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay, all right, the first motion is to stay
stay.
our demo.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay.
Did you make the motion then?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, second.
yeah, Colleen made motion, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Okay, that motion stayed, so now we make a motion
Motion to defer to next month, and you'll come with your demo permit And-
I plan on having it down by that time, I mean.
Okay,
we've
perfect.
been
If you have it down
concerned-
already, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
we've been concerned about it.
Whatever update you can bring us is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Then we
and just
we're
make sure you
done.
get a permit to do all that.
If it's down, does he even need to come back?
And if you go there and see that it's
Yeah,
down, it's
it's
done, he's got the permit, then no, you can just report on Tony and he
Yeah,
won't need to
Tony
come
knows
back.
it's down, then you don't have to
Sounds
come back. It would, because he can update us that it's down. We'll
Okay.
have pictures of it being down.
Yeah,
Sounds
Okay.
good.
all right, thank you.
Colleen, just for clarity's sake, your motion is to defer to next month, and does that include, a direction to the building department to only issue a 30-day?
Yes, the direction is only for a 30-day,
One
tear
second
down
there.
permit.
Second.
Okay, motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes,
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Thank you, sir.
Everything?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good luck, good luck. 8816 West 141st Avenue. Bird property? Or is they're not zooming, are they, Ashley? Anybody zooming?
No,
Okay.
not for that property.
Okay. We had a new, is this a new one, Tony?
No, this is the Bird property.
Yeah. I
right,
didn't know
but
if it was that-
didn't we have to start over with that or something?
Yeah, if you recall, Megan was here last month, if
Yeah,
memory
yeah.
serves me. She had represented to you guys that they were in the process of closing on a
Yeah.
condo or something. I believe your direction was to bring the brother or something that was involved in the sale of the property. None of them are here, to my
Nobody
knowledge.
cares, yeah.
We have updated the title on the property. We're ready to proceed if that's your guys' direction, and otherwise, the other option is to send them a notice and order them to appear, but again, it continues to
That
kick
just has
the can
continued
down
too
the
long.
road.
I think
sent them
Ashley
another
had some
notice to appear this-
conversation. What was the update, Ashley? Did you talk to?
I did not talk to him. I did
Okay.
send him a notice
Okay,
that they
okay.
were to be back at this month to provide an update to the board, and
And nobody's here. So we can actually put the order to tear down.
Yeah, my understanding is, Tony, you updated the unsafe premises report, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
We
that's
had-
what I was.
We had title and everything ordered for last month's meeting. I believe I actually have a demo order that we just need some slight updates in the file. So if it's the pleasure of the board to issue that order, we can update that and get it to Tony
I would
for
say
service.
I'd have to say yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll make a
One
motion
information.
to,
What do you think? Make a motion to.
this has been going on way too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion for the demo order.
Second.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes,
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0, okay. All right. Is everything in order there, Ryan? Everything okay?
Yep.
Okay. 7109 West 128th Avenue. Do we have anybody? Nobody here for that property?
That's the one he said he was gonna fix up.
Yeah, he sent,
Yeah.
He's
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
So you actually do have two reports in there. One is an updated report, and that's gonna be the bottom of the two for this property that Tony did. The second one, he sent me some updated photos this afternoon, and that'll be the top one for this property. They're both labeled _5.
okay, so this one, this is the updated, the second one is the updated?
Yes.
Okay, so you're trying to, what are you trying to do, sir?
I'm trying to clean it up so that it's, I'm trying to beat the weather, but since the last meeting, I'm sorry, I'm Luigi.
Yes, no, yeah, do your name and address.
Okay.
Please.
Sorry. I've been going, ever since the last meeting, I've been cut left and right from all kind of directions. I was requesting if maybe I can get some more time. I've been cleaning up the outsides, the siding and all that, the wood that was hanging around and, all the extra
Yeah,
weeds and all that, so I'm just trying to clear it out, make the neighbors happy.
probably needs a little bit more than that, but Tony, what's your,
Yeah, what's your opinion on this?
Go out with a probe and check foundation. There are issues with it. There's some spots where it seems like it may be adequate. There are spots that are definitely not.
with the foundation, is that,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he's willing to, dig into it, apply for an interior and exterior demo permit to see what needs to be done to replace rotted wood, if you're willing to dig in the foundation, make sure that it's,
Of course.
that it's okay, I mean.
Sure. Well, I wanna make it right, you know.
Right. I mean,
Now, do you have any permits yet? Does he have you?
No, I haven't,
Okay, so that's the first thing you probably need to do
Right,
shortly.
correct.
yeah, if you wanna get I mean, demo doesn't mean you're demolishing the house, it just means you are basically gutting it, which it needs. There's definitely, I don't know how many layers of siding are on it, I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of, sins over the years, as we kinda call that have been covered up, that you're gonna have to uncover in order to make sure that you actually wanna go through with this.
You did say that I didn't need a permit to have it cleaned out, I did.
No, that's
have a-
fine.
Yeah, no,
Right.
no, that's all fine, but when you
Okay.
start working on then we do need a permit.
Right,
Yeah.
correct, right. So I was just requesting more time, you know, I wanna make it right, so.
Okay.
Well, if you wanna do something, but you have to get a permit.
Right.
Okay? And then
I'm on board.
So
30 days.
30 days to pull.
Can you come back in 30 days just to give us an update? I know time.
Update on a permit, info permit.
Make sure you have a
Okay.
permit pulled and
All right.
doing some work.
Okay,
That's what we're looking to see,
you got it.
okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
November
Thank you.
16th, thank you for coming
Yeah,
back.
Yeah,
So I'll make a motion to defer this to next month.
yeah, this is good, this is gonna be deferred to next month. You're gonna be asked to come back November 16th and
Okay.
show us what you're doing,
All right,
okay? And make sure you have permits pulled.
you got it.
Okay.
Just need the one for the,
Just a demo permit, so you can,
okay,
you
The
can
one
see
permit.
what you have to fix.
Okay.
We can see what you have to fix.
okay,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Is that okay, Ryan?
Yeah, the only question is, since he's not doing a full demo, is there gonna be any sort of time restriction on that?
What,
Yeah,
you're
we
gonna-
need to do a timer.
yeah, but we need to make it a little bit longer
Longer.
than.
Yeah, we're getting in the winter months. and
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of the thought there.
Why don't we make it 90 days just to see where we are? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I would say.
Because of the winter months, and if it gets pulled, then we're seeing that you're gonna do something, so.
Correct, right.
Okay? You think that's okay, Denny?
Yeah,
Just so something is started.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta see something happening.
Yeah, that's the main
I wanna
thing.
save the property.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
Very good.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you. We'll make a,
I'll make a motion to defer to next month, and he should come back with the demo order, and it will have a restriction of 90 days.
90 days, okay.
second that.
Okay, motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Luigi.
Thank you.
13632 Morris Street. Anyone here for that property?
Robert Parker, 7413 West 136th Lane, Cedar Lake.
Okay,
I see a lot of new faces here, so I'm gonna start from the beginning with this property because it's been a long ordeal. I purchased the property in the end of 2018.
okay.
In 2019, I applied for a demo permit to remove the house. I was informed by Michelle at the time, the building administrator, that that house is not in a platted subdivision. So we backed up. I said, with that being said, let's go ahead, save the house, and draw plans to remodel the house and move forward in that manner. There was talk of, I removed the back part of the house. I cleaned up the lot. I've maintained the lot. The house is secure. It may not look the best. It has building wrap on it. And so, in end of 19, I guess it was, when the pandemic hit, I came back over to the town, I talked to Michelle, and I said, I am stopping the project because my $32,000 lumber load is now gone to $69,000. And she said, I understand. She goes, you have done everything that we've asked. You've cleaned up the place. You've taken down the back half. The building's secure. And so that brings us to this date. And I get it, I'm with you, that's my neighborhood. I bought that house with intentions of, not only as an investment, but cleaning up the neighborhood. So with that being said, the values in Cedar Lake obviously have escalated.
Yes.
Talking with my wife, and I talked to Ashley, I mentioned that I think the way that we'd like to proceed with this is to have that platted as a 1 or 2 lot subdivision, remove the house. I have just around an acre of land there, split it maybe in half so I have two lots. That'll solve your problem, you get rid of the house, it solves my problem, I can put up 2 brand new houses. I'm a general contractor.
So that's your plan right now?
That's where we'd like to proceed. I don't know, obviously, I'd like to open up those channels for discussion. I don't know all the ins and outs
I
of
understand.
forming that.
Chris, does that make sense?
Ashley, is this a meets and bounds parcel? Trying to
Yes,
click on my GIS.
Okay.
yeah.
The house dates back from 1898. It's an old farmhouse.
Wow.
Certainly.
Yeah, Chris, we ran title on it. It is 2 parcels. One is lot 74 in the Hickory. The other is a meets and bounds that dates back to a deed from April of 1887.
1887, huh?
Correct.
Wow.
And
What was going on back then?
Yeah.
I wasn't around.
Unfortunately. Well, Dennis, you or me, do we remember 1887?
1897?
Okay. Well, if you want to,
There would obviously have to be a subdivision process to divide that, make it a legal lot of record. There'll be some work that needs to be done. We'd have to see the plans that are
Right.
being proposed.
Right. I understand that.
Yeah. In your planning I would really want to see, I guess, what the proposed layout looks, where you're dividing this, where this house will kind of sit on that property, what the setbacks become, because going through that process could maybe potentially create some other nonconformities with setbacks and things of that nature. So there's a few moving parts on that one.
Right.
Sort of like chains.
Yeah.
it is about an acre, though? I mean, I can't tell.
The lot that's highlighted on the smartboard there is showing on the GIS is .54, so.
A little over half an acre.
A little over half an acre.
Okay.
But I don't think you're showing, there's another lot that goes over to the Hickory subdivision there. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a 77.28 by 31 foot lot. On top there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the intentions that
No,
you
I
have.
like the intentions.
You
There's
know,
just a lot of work,
the
but I mean,
house
if
is-
that's what you want to do, I don't.
But I mean, if the house comes down, that's all.
It's a lot of work, I think it's gonna solve your problem, you obviously wanted, and I wanted the house gone at the time I bought it.
Yeah,
I-
that's
You
what
know,
you said, yeah.
and I got scared off because she said, you can't tear the house down, you're gonna have to make it a subdivision, you know, and I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
But given, you know, the escalation in values here and that, I would prefer
Maybe, yeah.
to do that.
Yeah,
And
okay.
put a couple of nice houses there. That's
I
doable.
guess for us, what he does with the land after the house is down doesn't
No, that's what,
matter.
no, and then
That
it's,
doesn't
yeah.
matter to us.
And then he has something to do, and if he can
Correct.
build 2 houses on it, that'd be fantastic, but you'd have to get,
Planning commission.
yeah, that'd have to come before the planning commission, so.
But either way, the intention is to take the house down.
Given, you know, when I started the project, we took off the back end of the house, and then we gutted the interior of the house down to the studs, and I see the bones that are there, and they're tired. I
Right.
mean, 1897.
Right.
Could I do it? I'm a remodeling contractor, I can do it, it's not a problem.
Right.
it just would make more sense
Sure.
to start with a fresh palette.
Oh,
It
And it's
would.
gonna help you, it's gonna help.
So I guess I'm
Me.
just trying to get kind of a timeline on when the house might come down.
Well, I would like to start the conversation this week, you know, with Ashley and see some of the requirements, because I don't know where to begin on it.
Right,
frankly.
right. On what you have to do to get the subdivision and. all
Right,
that.
and I mean, I would, based on that, I could make a decision fairly quickly.
Okay.
Yes or no, okay?
Why
You
don't
want
we-
to
yeah.
put this to an update from it?
Yeah.
You want to update
Or
it
do
next
we,
month?
should we, what do you think, Ryan? Should we leave it on?
I think to add my 2 cents in here,
Yes, sir.
as Colleen sort of noted, they're 2 separate and distinct issues. I mean, you guys, what he does with the land subdivides,
Right,
that has
right.
no impact on
No,
whether or not
no.
the property, the building is unsafe. According to the unsafe premises report, the building is unsafe.
Yes.
We have run title work on it, we're prepared to proceed in the fashion that's required by the law to have the house demolished.
Okay.
So, as it stands here, he hasn't given you a proposal as to what his intentions are to either demolish the house or otherwise. He kind of wants to punt it while he looks for what the planning commission may or may not do in sort of.
Yeah.
Well,
that
would-
doesn't necessarily solve this problem.
If you were in my condition, I could remodel that house if I had to, okay? If it comes down to it, I could do that. I would prefer to go the other way and put a couple of nice houses there, you know, improve my subdivision, quite frankly. I'm not, and I understand that's gonna take some money and there's a process to it. But I would like to explore that before we say, okay, we gotta take the house down.
Well,
With all due respect, this property's been sitting this way for, he admits it, 2
yeah,
years.
wow, that's what I
So,
figured.
something's gotta happen.
Right, it has.
Right, and I understand that, and I'm with you. I understand that it's an eyesore, I get it, I'm not saying it's not. But I want to at least have that conversation and see what requirements are.
But we can't take, we could take it down, couldn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I could
But
take
he
the thing
can't, he
down.
can't take it, can he take it down today?
Chris, do you know of any restriction that would not allow him to take it down because of how that lot is currently constructed?
I'm only suspecting that it's because it's a meets and bounds parcel, that the desire was to get it to a lot of record,
But he can't take it
full
down.
permit. But I'm thinking, personally, from the town's perspective, I would think that, having this house gone is of greater value.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if that were an issue and is ultimately, he comes back and says, you know, he wants to demo it or otherwise, if that's a requirement, it's one that this board can suggest that the building department be waived in the interest of getting this house removed.
Thanks, I have to double check with my attorney, but, I think a 30-day deferral to figure that out would not be out of the question.
We can do that, right?
We can do that, but I would like, hopefully. to
Yeah, our
have
desire is to have
a
it come down.
definite-
It sounds like your desire is.
Right.
And if we can get it down
Basically, you take it
quicker,
down,
then,
we take it
yeah.
down.
If we could get this done and you could take it down, then
Mhm.
that would be better, is that?
It sits on piers, don't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no foundation under it.
Right. I pulled the plug 2 weeks before, Ryan from Don's Foundation, he was gonna come in and lift the structure up and, you know, dig it out and all that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the reason I did it was pure financial. I mean, and stuff's still crazy out there, so.
Oh, I understand. So I think we'll make a motion to defer for 30 days.
So if it is, are you gonna attach a condition that
I'll
it's
second
essentially
it.
a one-time deferral and he needs to come in with some sort of
Yeah,
firm plan?
definitive, yeah.
One-time deferral,
One-time
yeah.
deferral, and basically, we need to know if you're.
I'm good with that.
You're taking it down or we're taking it down.
Right.
That's kind of where it'll be next month, okay?
Very good.
I need a motion.
Yeah, Colleen made that motion. You okay, Denny, with
Yeah,
that?
I seconded it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny?
Ms. Shaven?
yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Okay, we'll see you in 30 days, okay? Or November...
November 16th.
Yeah, November 16th, 6 o'clock. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 7, 7029 West 135th Avenue. Anyone here for 7029 West 135th?
I have received no communication from them. When I sent out their certified mail to notify them to appear, it is to a property in Florida.
Where'd you get that address from? Is it
My utility department.
Utility, okay.
Yep.
And address in Florida?
Address down in Florida. So I've gotten no green card back at this time, and nobody's contacted me regarding this property.
Looks like it's in pretty, I'm sorry, what, Chief? I'm sorry.
I just asked what part of Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're in that big area that got hit.
But, yeah.
We've got an updated, report from Tony, and it's deemed unsafe.
Oh, it's bad.
The latest one was September 7th, right, Tony? Is that your latest?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Why don't we start it and,
Okay, yeah, what, do we need to
well,
do
we
the
gotta
title
notify
first?
You directed us to order title at last month's meeting,
So we
we've
have
done so. I have a proposed order for demolition, although if Ashley has another address in Florida, I just need to add that to the order.
I can get that address to you tomorrow.
Okay.
If you guys want to issue the order, since
Yeah.
the notice has gone out and everything else has been done, that can be done.
Okay, I'll make a motion to issue the order of demolition.
Second
motion by Colleen, second by Denny to issue the order. Roll call?
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
it. Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. 7109 West 146th Avenue. Hebner?
My name is Josh Ebner. I live at 115 North Grant Street, Crown Point, Indiana.
Okay.
I guess, I bought this property back in March. I closed on it March 10th.
Oh, this year, correct?
Yes, this year.
Okay.
Happened kind of fast. I was looking for a place with a pole barn and an old house that I could fix up, and it actually fit the bill pretty well. But I didn't expect to have to move this fast on the house. The house is a wreck. It does need to come down. Everything they've asked me to do since I've been there, I've tried to do. They asked to board it up. I tried to board it up. I'm still in the process. I've been working a lot. I typically work a lot, so I don't have a lot of time to spend there. I got a lot of work done in the spring. We cleaned the property up, did a lot of, trying to cut down some of the dead trees. There's a lot of poison ivy out there, so we're kind of limited to what we could do in the summertime. I'm hoping this winter to go out there and try to clean up the rest of the rubbish around the house, when the poison ivy's gone. But, I'm not sure what the board is wanting at this point.
Your intention is to take it down?
Yes, the intention always was. I just didn't know if it was gonna be something that was being pushed, to go faster than I was able to or not, or what the time frame in general would have been. Again, I got the house pretty quick, so I didn't have a chance to do a lot of research on the property, but,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad shape.
yeah, the house definitely needs
Yeah.
the house definitely needs to come down. It's been sitting like that for about 15 years, so.
Yeah.
My intention is, time frame wise, so I was hoping to get to it next year, but I don't know.
I don't think we want to wait till next year if we don't have to.
No, it's really bad.
No.
The garage, the pole barn garage, that's solid, do we know?
So, yeah, that's
It
fine.
could be, so we could just take the house down and
Oh,
move that.
yeah, it
part.
wouldn't affect the whole part.
I don't know what the costs are gonna be to tear the house down.
Honestly, with us, we lean the property, right? That's not what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
yeah.
usually we don't make anything, right? It's.
No, it'll be the cost, it'll be the actual
I
cost.
honestly don't even know what a ballpark on the cost would be, to be
I don't
perfectly honest.
know.
Do we have a ballpark? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. About 10,000.
Okay, I put everything I had
It
in.
fluctuates depending on how many dumpsters, how many hours it takes, but.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be
It's
honest,
not looking very big.
It's not a big house.
Yeah.
It's got a decent footprint, but it's definitely bad. Honestly, I put everything I had into the property. I paid cash for it.
Okay.
I was hoping I would have time to take my time and work my way through the property.
Yeah.
I understand the building needs to come down, and all of a sudden it is a public nuisance, but, I'm not in a position to pay for that at this point. I'm trying to, I'm trying to put money together so in the spring I can take out a big chunk out of it like I did this year. Again, I wasn't expecting to be pushed, I have a time frame on this when I bought it, so it's kind of caught me off guard. I was trying to get the barn fixed up so I could store some of my vehicles in there, and I do woodwork, and it's basically a hobby barn. So I focused my attention on that when I bought the property, not really thinking that the house was gonna become such an issue. So here I am, and I guess kind of at you guys' mercy as far as what to do next year.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I mean, the house,
It's just,
I knew the house had to come down,
It's
that was
bad.
never a question. The time frame was always the
and I just
question.
hate to leave it there for the,
Whole winter.
yeah. The neighbors have to put up with it, da-da-da-da-da.
I've spoken with most of the neighbors, you know, I've tried to work with them, cut the trees down, there were some big scary trees hanging over the
Yeah,
houses when
yeah.
I bought it. I went out of my way to make sure I tried to keep them happy and, you know, so far, you know, I haven't had any complaints, but I'm sure there's been some being made, so. But the neighbors that I've spoke with, I mean, nobody's really giving me a hard time about the house, so I'm not sure, again, I'm kind of at you guys' mercy, if you guys want it down before winter, obviously I don't have much say in it, but, I'm not prepared for that. I haven't had a day off in 3 months, I had to come off work early to come out here, so
I understand,
No, we're not trying to
yeah.
make life hard on people, we're just
Yeah.
trying to clean it up.
No, I understand, I'm trying to clean it up too, I mean, they came out, some of the code people came out and said they wanted things done, I tried to accommodate
Try to at
that.
least do that.
Clean the place up, there was some boarded, I still need to board up the house some more, you know, to make it safe if they want more boarded up, but the house is rough, I mean, it's almost
Right,
not worth the
and
lumber it
yeah, the
takes to
house
board it
is,
up.
that's the problem, is to put
that
any,
is the problem,
even time or money
yeah.
into the house
Right,
is
I mean, I got $200 in plywood last
Yeah, and
night,
that's
just to board up the front door, you know, or
It just
two
doesn't
doors,
make
so.
sense,
Yeah,
because it's so
throwing
bad.
good money after bad.
Right, and again, I did not have any plans to deal with the house this year, I was trying to get the barn to where I could get my vehicles and stuff in there and get it set up and dry and the way I need it, so I guess I kinda got a little caught off guard.
I guess, if it costs 10 and you don't have that clearly now, do you think in the spring you're gonna have 10? Because again, you don't necessarily, I mean, we bill you, but there'll just be a lien on your property and you can pay it in the spring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll have to come up with one way or the other, it just was not.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even if we take it down, you could pay it when you have it. You know what I mean?
I tried really hard to make sure I paid cash for the house, so I wasn't.
No, I
stuck here,
understand,
so-
I understand, this is
Oh,
tough.
so I get it. He doesn't, a lien, well, it's still a lien on the property.
It's still, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's still
understand.
a lien on the property.
The
that
lien
you
doesn't
pay.
go into place until after the demo's done, we'd issue him a bill, and then he's typically got 30-ish days or something to pay the bill.
Right, and if it doesn't, then you would just do it.
Then we go to court and do that.
Well, let me ask you this, when I get a lien on a property, does that mean I can't borrow money against it at that point? Because that
I
would
mean, it
probably.
typically needs to be satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to, if you borrow money on it, you'd have to borrow enough to pay off the lien.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want a lien put on the property, and then all of a sudden, if I have to borrow money against it to get through this, I'm not able to. This is all new to me, I'm not a contractor.
Right.
I'm an iron worker by trade, I just was looking for a piece of property with a barn and an old house that I could work my way through. I didn't expect to have this, the pressure, and, I'll work with you guys as best I can. I'm trying to at the time I have and the money I have available, but, it's.
But there's no way you could take it down, you yourself could take it down.
I'd be happy to take it down, I was planning to myself in the spring.
But the spring, before the end of the year, there's no way you can get it down.
I don't see it. The job I'm on right now, I'm
Okay.
not gonna get a day off until Thanksgiving, and, you know, this is kinda how my work goes. I took a lot of time off in the spring to get the big jump on it that I did. The house was packed, the barn was packed, there was so
Yeah,
much
I get
stuff.
it.
I mean, we spent months trying to get this place pulled together, and it got worse before it got better, but I think.
How long has this been on you?
I don't think it's been on
recent.
No,
I'm pretty sure
New
it's
to-
just been brought up by,
So-
you know, some neighbors, or some new
Being
neighbors.
that it's new,
We
we
can-
have a little time to see if there's progress or
I
something.
mean, it's been standing like
I mean,
this for
it's a
15 years.
Tough one, because
Yeah.
it needs to come down.
No, and he
Bottom
wants to take it
line.
down if he can.
I mean, that's just the problem, you know, it needs to come down.
The footing, or foundation, the basement, in my opinion, and again, I'm not a contractor, it looks like it's salvageable, so I'd like to do it in ways so that when I do rebuild, I can
Use
fix
that.
the basement up and reuse it, but.
Is much salvageable, Tony?
I didn't go inside.
Okay, I see,
It's
okay.
not something you can go inside of. I mean, I've been down in the basement and I've looked, and there's no cracks in the walls except on the far, that would be the east end. And the watershed's been unchecked for 15 years since it's been empty, so there is some work that needs to be done. I'm hoping to salvage the basement, but I really don't know. There's probably 3 tons of scrap metal in the basement right now. It's unbearable, like,
Yeah.
it's a lot. So my intention was to knock the house down, take the west end basement wall out, so I could get a bobcat in there and clean it up, put a walkout basement in there, so I didn't have to rebuild that wall. I mean, I have some plans, but nothing's on writing. Like I said, I was mostly focused on the barn because I've got stuff stored all over Northwest Indiana that I'd like to get there, and I didn't put enough attention at the house when I bought it, because I didn't think it was gonna turn to this, so. Again, it's been sitting for so long, nobody ever said a word about it prior.
So it's not gonna change, if you come back in 30 days, you're gonna have the same
Right, or
story,
you
correct?
I mean,
Mr. Henry?
unless my hand is forced, but I mean, yeah, more or less. And again, in 30 days, I'll be looking at you coming off of work early
Yeah,
to get here.
another,
Yeah, I would
I
do,
understand,
I mean, if I was gonna give it a little time, I'd give it a couple months.
Yeah,
two- 2 months, just to see,
Let's do
maybe
3.
financially, you'll be in a better spot or something.
Yeah, Danny said 90, we can do
All right,
90.
let's do 90 days.
Okay.
Can we
I
just see
appreciate
what
the
happens in 90
patience with
days?
it, Yeah.
Can
I mean,
you
it's,
report back?
I don't wanna ignore it, I just don't,
We
right
get it,
now.
we
So
get it, but we
that'll
have
be
to,
next year, it'll be January, whenever the meeting happens.
Okay.
yeah, we have to stay on top of this.
No, I understand. Like I said, I knew it was gonna have to come.
But if you could somehow come across some, whatever.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, and again, this came up fast. I wasn't.
Well, this will give you a little bit more time and.
I mean, I was planning on potentially, if I had to, borrow money against the property to build a house, because I did pay for it cash, and I thought if I
Right,
cleaned a
right.
lot up, it would help the property value and blah, blah, blah,
Okay, well, it gives you 90 days to do something or think about it or try to get it
Yeah.
figured out.
Okay, thank you very much,
Okay.
guys. Yep.
Tony, is it your understanding that, is that property totally secure?
Is it, what's that?
Is it totally secure?
I haven't been, not when I did the report, but that was in August, so if
Yeah.
he's secured it, then I could run past and see, make sure it's for it.
Doors,
Can't get in.
windows, everything covered up?
Well, I mean, there's been some vandalism. Windows have gotten knocked out. I've been working my way through. I boarded up 2 doors last week. I took a day off work and came and bought some wood and boarded up a few of the doors. If they want, I mean, if you have an extent that you wanted to board it up, I'll try to accommodate.
They probably want it safe,
I
that
mean,
you
what-
keep.
The doors are boarded up at this point, but, the chimney fell out the back of the house at one point, so you can go in through the side of the house because the chimney's underground.
Yes.
So I mean,
The backside of the south side of the house is completely open.
yeah, and I mean, if I had to hire somebody like, the people that take care of burned out houses to come out there and board it up, I guess I would, but again, it's like good money after
throw
bad,
money
yeah.
at something that's gonna
Right.
get torn down in the long run.
It's sat for so long, just like it is, and it's just, it's kind of it's rough that it's coming up now, that it needs to be torn down, because it's not any worse than it was 5 years ago,
Well,
I don't
the
think.
board's working a little harder to try to clean stuff up.
I understand. I do understand, and I wanna clean it up. I bought it because it's a great lot.
Right,
It's
well,
got
like
a
you
nice
said,
spot, and it's got a nice barn, and it's, there's potential for a beautiful
I
house.
don't know that there will be
Yeah.
a different answer in 90 days, but at least it gives you a little time to try to figure something out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And whatever you could do to secure it, that would be,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going out and boarding it up. To be honest, some of the things from the barn that I wanted to keep, I put in the house and boarded the house up just for, it's the only place I had to put it, but, I do need to get out there and
Okay.
do some more work.
yeah, if you could, yeah. Thank you,
I
and
will
we'll
make
see
a
you in
motion
90
to defer
days.
this 90
Yeah.
days.
Okay, thank you guys,
Motion
I
by
appreciate your
Colin, 90
patience.
days. Jenny?
Approximately January 18th.
January 18th, sir.
January 18th?
Yeah.
I'll make sure to send you notification with the final date.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Okay, number 9, 6599 Fernwood, Mogan property.
Oh,
What do we have, Ash?
We have a Zoomer online for that.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, my name is Ted Morgan, I'm Patrick's son.
Okay. And your address?
Sorry, go ahead.
Your address, what's your address?
Oh, sorry, 207 South Lincoln Street, Morocco, Indiana.
Okay, you got that. Okay, yeah, this is on the Unsafe, so do you have any plans for,
I mean, to be honest, I just found out about this meeting yesterday. My dad actually has stage 4 esophageal cancer, so I've been kind of dealing with that for the past 2 years. So I didn't even know about this notification basically until yesterday.
okay,
So yeah, it's just more, I have to look into it basically. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna be able to do yet.
This is from August.
But I've been mostly focused on his health right now, so this is in touch and go, so.
I can say he did reach out to me yesterday. I sent him the unsafe report for this property.
okay.
Okay, because I seen this was deferred from August, so it looks like.
Right, you guys, it got introduced on the agenda in August, you deferred it waiting on the report. Tony got the report
And this is the first time you've had the report?
No.
Okay.
Tony got the report last month, and
Okay.
last month you ordered
Yeah.
title work and notification to the owner.
Okay. So what are your intentions with the property?
Like I said, I haven't really thought about that yet, just because I've been mostly focused on my dad's health. It's taken most of my free time since I work full-time as well. I know that he was trying to plan on fixing it, but I know with his health, that's not gonna happen now. So I'm just trying to see what's going to happen with that. And my plan for it, you know, if worst comes to worst, is to just get rid of the property as soon as possible.
To do what, I'm sorry.
To get rid of it? To,
Yeah, that's what he said.
okay.
Well,
Well, we could get rid of it for you.
yeah, that's what needs to happen, so.
Were you planning on, well, you don't know yet, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea right now. It's just a conversation that I have to get started.
Tony, did it look salvageable?
Yeah, probably, but, I mean, it just needs someone to get going on it.
Something needs to happen, yeah.
See what's what.
Yeah, it's definitely salvageable. I've been in the house somewhat recently myself. Obviously, it's pretty torn apart and looks like crap, because he's been really working on it over the years. He's bipolar, so he's getting in manic phases and just start working on things and never finish it, basically. So yeah, it's definitely salvageable. So my plan eventually, you know, depending on how things go with his health and everything like that, was to, you know, see if I can pretty much offload the property very cheaply, just to have them fix it up and just be done with it. That's my plan.
Can you, we need something to happen within 30 days. We'll defer it for 30 days, but you need to get a permit to either, and come back with plans to fix it up, or plans, or demo it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something needs to happen, all right?
Wait, I'll make a motion.
Yeah, and I can definitely start at least cleaning up some of the outside of the yard and stuff like that.
Okay, but you need to get some permits to do so.
Everything else will take more time, but.
Sure, I understand.
I'll defer for 30 days for him to come back with permits and an update. Is that okay, Ryan?
Second, Denny.
Yeah, so it's a 30-day deferral, and the directive is he needs to return at the next meeting with plans and/or permits pulled to conduct the demolition.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Thanks, Ryan. Are you gonna be on for the next property, sir?
I am about 45 minutes away, so I mean, if I can jump on by Zoom again, yes, I can, for sure.
No, I mean, for the next item is possible unsafe.
The next item is that second property I advised you about, Mr. Mogan, if you could
Oh, wait,
stay on
yes,
for a
yes,
second.
I'm sorry. So yeah, pretty much similar on that, just still need to have a conversation. That house, I'm much more willing to just tear down and get rid of. And it's not salvageable.
This is not salvageable? Okay.
Alright.
It's not really fair to salvageable.
There is a modular,
Yeah.
Okay.
that hasn't aged very well at all.
So is your intention to get it torn down within a month, or?
I'll have to see what we can do for sure, if someone who's on social security, someone who doesn't have the money, so we'll just have to see what we can do, but yeah, it's probably the plan is to just tear down and sell the property.
Okay.
Well, if along with the first one, you're gonna come back with us, or get back to us, if you could do the same with the second one, but we need some kind of permit on that also.
We need a.
A demolition permit, probably, yeah.
And we're probably 60 days, 30 days,
30 days with the...
30 day
yeah.
demo permit.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
30
that should be
days?
okay.
November 16th, is that what
Yep,
it's calling? Okay.
November 16th.
Okay.
I don't know that we ever took a roll call on the Fernwood address.
We had not.
Okay.
Oh, I
We
thought
have
we
to
did.
get through that before we
Go
officially
to
make the motion
Windsor.
for the next.
Okay, yeah, I made the motion, Denny,
Yeah.
second.
I got it down like we did. What was I doing?
Moving along.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0.
I'll make the motion on 140, 21 Windsor Street for a 30-day deferral to come back with a demolition permit.
Second.
Now,
And a
before
30-day
you guys,
demo permit.
correct, and before you move through that, that is a new one we have the unsafe premises report on. That's not one that we've ever ordered title on.
Okay.
Obviously, there's a cost to ordering title, but we don't know exactly what his plan is. So do you want us to have the title as a backup, or do you want us to wait a month and then decide?
No, have the title. Please, yeah.
So are you including that in your motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Added
that's
by
in the motion,
and
yeah.
to order
And you
title.
agree, right?
I
Have
second that.
title, yeah. Roll call.
Ms. Shaven?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. 13505 Dewey Street. Anyone here for 13505 Dewey Street? Bowman property?
That's a new property. As well, there is a unsafe building report in your iPad.
Okay, this is the first. Cedar Point Park?
Correct.
And what was the conclusion, Tony?
Looks like.
Deemed unsafe and,
Yeah, he began working on it at some point. There's an old permit in the window. I don't know, I guess he gave up.
How old's the permit, did you notice or not?
Good question, I don't recall.
Okay.
I think he pulled the remodel permit in 2020,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Sort of ground to a halt, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we need to, has he been notified, or can we notify him, Ashley?
We could notify him, absolutely.
Okay, notified to appear
Yep.
next month?
I'll make a motion to notify him to be here for next month.
And just like the Windsor property, this is new on the list.
It
Now
is
that we have
new.
an unsafe premises report, we have no title work. Do you want to speak on it?
Yes, please.
Please.
Motion by Colleen,
Second.
second by Denny. Roll call?
Ms. Shaven?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0.
And just as a point of clarification, he pulled the initial permit in March 2020.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Ashley. Ashley, could you run through these update items, and, because Chris is ready to ring that 5-minute bell, and we need to do this.
You got 2 minutes before I ring the
Yeah,
phone.
2 minutes before the 5 minutes.
Before we're getting kicked out.
7512 West 128th Place for Stephanie. I know I sent you the updated utility bill. Have you pulled the permit yet?
Yeah, I just got it, 2 days ago.
Okay, so you got a permit
Yep,
to do,
exterior work.
That was the exterior remodel.
Okay.
He's rehabbing now, the outside, and then he's gonna be back,
Okay.
and we're gonna discuss interior.
okay. Very good, thank you, and thank you for
Thank you
showing
for
up.
coming.
Sir, yeah, we appreciate it. A lot of times people don't show up, as you've probably noticed.
7220 West 138th Place, that's our property, it's the house up the road.
Well, then
They're
they're
still-
moving on,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, they're moving on.
6425 West 141st Avenue, the Ward property. Pamela Ward contacted me the other day. She said they've gotten more dirt, and he's anticipating one more load Sunday to finish it off. I don't know, Tony, did you get a chance to look at
I had a
it?
chance to look at it today.
Okay. Oh, we'll have, when you get a chance.
Yeah.
There should be enough there.
Oh, you're here too? Okay, we got a nice turnout with our update items.
She told me to be there first.
plan on going over there Sunday and
Okay.
filling it in the rest of the way. It's about halfway filled in now,
Okay.
but I had issues with getting dirt, and now I got probably way more dirt than I'll ever need to fill it in, so
Okay.
we should be good.
Okay.
I hope to be able to do it all Sunday.
I got you.
Okay, we'll just keep it on here until,
Yes.
okay, one more time, okay? Thank you for appearing.
Thank you for coming.
Number 4, 6911 West 131st
Okay.
Avenue.
Maybe we should put everybody on an update item.
Last week, or last month, he appeared as an update.
Yeah.
He's been working on it. He got a contractor to finish off the work.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Name and address?
James Ramsey, 14400 Lowerman Street,
Okay.
Cedar Lake. Kratz Construction, as you know, I got the contract.
Right.
Made contact with him. He said that he'll have somebody, either finish the roof on the 31st or start the roof on the 31st, and he's gonna pull his own permits and all that
Okay,
other stuff. Okay?
very good, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for appearing again.
And then 7424 West.
Yeah, well, don't talk about it.
Yep, that is our one that is.
Still in litigation.
Okay, still in litigation. Okay, do we have any public comment? Public comment? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at,
Name and address, Nick?
7,000, West 127th Place, Cedar Lake.
Thank you.
There's a house that I'm looking at, and it's not looking too good, and it's not, updated, upgraded.
Okay, can you just give us the address and we'll have Tony?
Well, it's all boarded up.
Okay.
The house it's up to no good, it needs to be demolished.
Okay,
And there was boxes and God knows what else in the windows, so it's not a safe house.
Do you have the address, Mike?
No, not yet, not offhand.
What street's it on?
It's by Walgreens.
over by Walgreens, okay?
Yeah, it's over by Walgreens. It's on that one side of the road. When you go down that one, and it goes it's right on that road there.
Okay.
I think it's 2 or 3 houses from the intersection on 133rd.
Do you have an idea which one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
so
well,
if you
Tony,
didn't,
Tony, take a look at it, okay?
yeah, I'll have Tony take a look at it, see what, see what kind of situation.
Same than what you were talking about, Denny.
Is that the big two-story brick house?
Yes, it is.
I know.
Yes, it is, sir.
We talked about that already.
Yeah.
The other day we did it. We need to put that on the,
We'll look at it and put it on the list.
So if Tony gets a chance to make a report.
Yeah,
I'll get it.
this making a donation for it and just have the house being tore down there.
Okay, no, I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Any other public comment? Public comment? Seeing none, this meeting is adjourned at